Level 1. The Script Kiddie. You are 16 years old in your bedroom in suburban New Jersey. The room smells like Monster Energy and Doritos. Your desk is a folding table from Target. On it sits a gaming laptop you bought with birthday money. The RGB lights cycle through colors. You think they make you look professional. You download tools you do not understand. Look. Metasploit. Kali Linux running in a virtual machine. You follow YouTube tutorials made by guys with anime avatars. You copy commands line by line. You do not know what they do. You just know they look cool in movies. You DDoS your school's website. You use LOIC. Low Orbit Ion Cannon. You downloaded it from a forum. You point it at the school server. You click fire. The website goes down for 20 minutes. You feel like a god. You are not a god. You are a kid with a downloaded tool. 1,000 other kids could do the same thing. You tell your friends you are a hacker. They think it is cool. They do not know the difference between hacking and using someone else's script. Neither do you. You change your Discord name to Cypher with 2 Rs. You use a Guy Fawkes mask as your profile picture. You are a cliché. Your parents do not know what you do. Your mom thinks you are playing video games. Your dad thinks you are doing homework. You are doing neither. You are in forums and Discord servers learning terms. Exploit. Payload. Backdoor. You use them incorrectly. No one corrects you. Everyone is pretending. You try to hack your ex-girlfriend's Instagram. You use a phishing page. A fake login screen. You send her the link. She does not click it. She screenshots it and posts it. Everyone knows it was you. You are humiliated. You delete your Instagram. You tell yourself Instagram is for normies anyway. You get a virus. Ironic. You downloaded a hacking tool from a sketchy forum. It is ransomware. Your files are encrypted. You panic. You reformat. You lose everything. Your game saves. Your photos. Everything. You learn a lesson. Do not download executables from strangers. You learn it the hard way. You meet someone online. A guy named Terminal. He is 19. He actually knows things. He can code. He understands networks. He sees your questions in a forum. He does not mock you. He sends you links. Resources. Real resources. How TCP/IP works. How encryption works. How to actually think like a hacker. You start learning Python. Your first script is 10 lines. It prints hello world and your name. It is not impressive. But you wrote it yourself. Not copied. Not pasted. Written. It is the first real thing you have made. You are 17 when you successfully exploit a vulnerability. A real one. A misconfigured FTP server you found with Shodan. You get in. You see files. You do not take anything. You do not change anything. You just leave a text file. You should patch this. Cypher. You feel the rush. The real rush. Not the Script Kiddie rush. The actual feeling of understanding a system and breaking it. Terminal tells you about bug bounties. Companies that pay you to find vulnerabilities. Legal hacking. You do not believe companies pay for this. He shows you his HackerOne profile. $47,000 earned. You create an account. You start looking. Level 2. The Bug Bounty Hunter. You are 18 years old and you found your first bug. A stored XSS vulnerability on a small e-commerce site. You write the report. You explain the impact. You provide proof of concept. You submit it. You wait. 3 days later. Accepted. Severity, medium. Bounty, $250. You stare at the email. Someone is paying you for hacking. Legally. You screenshot it. You send it to terminal. He congratulates you. He says this is just the beginning. You live in a dorm room at community college. You are studying computer science. Barely. You skip classes to hunt bugs. You sit in the library with your laptop. You scan. You probe. You test. The librarian thinks you are studying. You are. Just not for class. You make $800 your first month. $1,200 your second. You are hunting every day. After class. Before class. During class. You test web applications. You look for SQL injection. XSS. CSRF. IDA. The acronyms are familiar now. You understand them. Your roommate thinks you are weird. You are awake at 3 a.m. typing. You do not go to parties. You do not socialize. You are hunting. The hunt is addictive. Every scan is a lottery ticket. Every request could be a payout. You find a critical bug. An authentication bypass on a fintech app. You can access any account. You can see balances. Transactions. Everything. The impact is severe. You write a detailed report. You are careful. Professional. You submit it. The company responds in 2 hours. They patch it in 4. They pay you $5,000. It is the most money you have ever made. You are 19 years old. You made $5,000 finding a bug. You drop out of community college. You do not need a degree. You have skills. You move into a studio apartment. The rent is $950. You can afford it. Barely. Some months are good. $3,000. $4,000. Some months are dry. $400. The income is unstable. You learn to save. You learn to hustle. You meet a girl at a coffee shop. Her name is Emma. She is a nursing student. She asks what you do. You tell her you are a security researcher. She does not know what that means. You explain you find bugs in software. She nods. She still does not understand. You date for 3 months. Emma asks why you are always on your laptop. Why you work such weird hours. You try to explain the hunt. The rush of finding a vulnerability. She does not get it. She asks you to put the laptop away during dinner. You try. You cannot. Your mind is always scanning. Always testing. She leaves. You barely notice. You found a bug that week. $2,500. You join a private bug bounty platform. Invite only. The targets are bigger. Banks. Tech companies. The bounties are bigger. The competition is fiercer. You are in a global competition with hackers from Russia and India and Brazil. Everyone is hunting the same bugs. Speed matters. You find an IDOR vulnerability in a major bank's API. You can access any customer's account information. You write the report at 4 a.m. You submit it. You refresh your email every 5 minutes. Accepted. Critical. Bounty, $15,000. You have made it. You are a real bug bounty hunter now. You are 21 years old when you hit $100,000 in career earnings. You take a screenshot of your HackerOne profile. You post it on Twitter. You get 400 likes. Other hunters congratulate you. You feel validated. You are known in the community. Not famous, but known. You are invited to a hacking conference. DEF CON. You fly to Las Vegas. You meet the people you have only known by handles. Terminal is there. He is exactly as you imagined. Hoodie. Laptop stickers. He introduces you to others. You are part of something. A community. It feels good. You meet a recruiter at the conference. She works for a cybersecurity firm. They need penetration testers. Salary is $85,000. Benefits. Stable income. You consider it. You are tired of the instability. You take the job. Level 3. The penetration tester. You are 22 years old in an office in Austin. The company does security consulting. Pentesting for clients. You test their networks. Their applications. Their employees. You get paid whether you find vulnerabilities or not. The stability is strange. Comfortable and boring. You make $85,000 a year. You rent a one-bedroom apartment. You buy furniture that is not from IKEA. You have health insurance. You are living like an adult. It feels wrong. You miss the hunt. Your job is structured. You get a scope. A list of targets. A timeline. You test. You document. You write reports. The reports are templates. You fill in the findings. You rate the severity. You provide remediation steps. It is professional. It is repetitive. You work with a team. For other pentesters. They are good. One is ex-NSA. One is ex-military. One is a former black hat who got caught and went legit. You are the youngest. The least experienced. You learn from them. You do social engineering tests. You send phishing emails to a client's employees. 40% click the link. You get their credentials. You report it. The client is embarrassed. They pay for security awareness training. You do the same test 6 months later. 35% click. People do not learn. You date a coworker. Her name is Rachel. She is a security analyst. She understands the job. The weird hours during engagements. The on-call weeks. You date for a year. It is good. Stable. She wants to move in together. You agree. You sign a lease on a 2-bedroom. You get bored. The work is the same. Every pentest is similar. You find the same vulnerabilities. Default credentials. Unpatched systems. Misconfigurations. It is like playing a game you have beaten 100 times. No challenge. You start doing bug bounties on the side. At night. After work. Rachel asks why you are still doing it. You have a good job. Stable income. Why do you need the side hustle? You do not know how to explain. The corporate work is safe. Bug bounties are the edge. You need the edge. You find a 0-day. A vulnerability no one has reported. In a popular CMS. You report it to the vendor. They patch it. They thank you. They do not pay you. Vendors do not have to pay. You are frustrated. You found something valuable. You get a CVE and a thank you. You think about selling it. 0 days have a market. A black market. You could have made $20,000. Maybe more. You did not. You reported it responsibly. You wonder if you are stupid. Ethical or stupid. The line is thin. Rachel finds out you are still doing bug bounties. She is angry. Not that you are doing it. That you lied about stopping. You said you would stop. You did not. You chose the hunt over honesty. She moves out. The lease has 6 months left. You pay both halves. You are alone again. You are 25 years old when a former colleague messages you. He left the company. He is doing private work. He asks if you want in. The pay is better. Much better. The work is less legal. He does not say illegal. He says gray area. You know what that means. You say yes anyway. Level 4. The gray hat. You are 26 years old doing work you do not discuss. You quit the corporate job. You are a freelancer now. You work for clients who do not advertise. The contracts are verbal. The payments are cryptocurrency. You do not ask what the information is used for. You just deliver it. You make $12,000 a month. Sometimes more. You are hired to break into systems. Corporate espionage. You find vulnerabilities in a competitor's network. You exfiltrate data. Documents. Emails. Source code. You deliver it. You are paid. You do not think about the legality. You think about the money. You work from your apartment. The 2-bedroom you can now afford alone. You have 3 monitors. A standing desk. A mechanical keyboard. Your setup is professional. Your work is not. You are hired to compromise a person. A executive. The client wants his emails. His calendar. His files. You phish him. A perfect replica of his company's login page. He falls for it. You have his credentials. You are in his email in minutes. You download everything. You deliver an encrypted archive. You are paid $8,000. You do not ask why they want it. You do not want to know. You meet someone on a dating app. Her name is Claire. She works in marketing. She is normal. She has a normal job and normal hours. She asks what you do. You tell her you are a security consultant. It is not completely a lie. She believes you. Claire wants to meet your friends. You do not have friends. You have contacts. Handles. People you chat with on encrypted apps. You make excuses. You are busy. You are traveling. You are not traveling. You are in your apartment. You are always in your apartment. You are hired to do something that crosses a line. A clear line. Hack a journalist. Find his sources. You know why. Intimidation. Suppression. You consider saying no. The payment is $25,000. You say yes. You hate yourself. You do it anyway. You compromise the journalist's phone. You install spyware remotely. Zero-click exploit. He does not need to do anything. You have access. Messages. Calls. Photos. Everything. You deliver the data. You are paid. You drink until you black out. Claire finds out what you really do. Not the details. But enough. She sees an encrypted chat on your screen. She asks questions. You deflect. She pushes. You tell her to drop it. She does not. You tell her the truth. Part of it. She is horrified. She leaves. You do not stop her. You are investigated by the FBI. A client got caught. They found your work on their servers. The client does not know your real identity. You were careful. VPNs tore. Cryptocurrency. You are insulated. But the pressure is real. You stop working for 2 months. You burn everything. Drives. Laptops. You start over. You meet someone on a dark web forum. He runs operations. Bigger operations. Ransomware. He needs someone with your skills. Penetration. Lateral movement. Exfiltration. The pay is $50,000 per job. You know this is the point of no return. You cross it anyway. Level 5. The Black Hat. You are 28 years old and you are a criminal. No gray area. No justification. You deploy ransomware for a living. You compromise networks. You encrypt data. You demand payment. You are holding businesses hostage. You are a digital extortionist. You make $40,000 a month. Sometimes $100,000. The money comes in Bitcoin and Monero. You use mixers and tumblers. You cash out through exchanges in countries that do not care. You have $800,000 in cryptocurrency. You cannot spend most of it. Spending it traces you. You are rich and living like you are broke. You work with a crew. 5 people. You never meet in person. You know them by handles. Reaper. Null. Phantom. You do not know their real names. They do not know yours. Trust is minimal. Necessity is maximum. Your role is initial access. You find the way in. Phishing. Vulnerability exploitation. Stolen credentials. You get in. You establish persistence. You move laterally. You find the domain controller. You hand it off. Reaper deploys the ransomware. Null handles negotiations. Phantom handles the cryptocurrency. You get your cut. You live in a different apartment. You move every 6 months. You pay cash. You use fake names. You are paranoid. The FBI is looking for people like you. Interpol. You read the news. You see arrests. You do not date. You cannot. How do you explain your life? Your income? Your hours? You have one-night stands. Strangers in bars. You give fake names. You pay cash. You never see them again. Intimacy is a liability. You compromise a hospital. Not your choice. Reaper picked the target. You argue. Hospitals are off limits. An unwritten rule. Reaper does not care. The payout is big. You do it. You tell yourself you are just getting in. Just doing your part. The ransomware encrypts their systems. Patient records. Medical devices. People could die. You see the news coverage. You drink until you cannot think. You want out. You have enough money. Enough cryptocurrency. You could disappear. Go somewhere without extradition. Live quietly. You tell the crew. Null says you know too much. You cannot just leave. You are in. You will always be in. Unless you are in prison. Or dead. You are indicted. Sealed indictment. You do not know it yet. The FBI has been building a case. They identified Phantom. He talked. He gave them everything. Names. Wallets. Operations. He is a cooperating witness. You find out from a news article. You read your handle in the indictment. You run. Level 6. The Fugitive. You are 30 years old in an apartment in Bucharest. Romania does not extradite easily. You chose it carefully. You have a fake passport. A fake identity. You are Michael Torres on paper. You do not feel like Michael Torres. You feel like a ghost. You live on cryptocurrency. You cash out small amounts. Nothing that triggers alerts. You live modestly. A one-bedroom. You do not drive. You take public transit. You wear a hat and glasses. You are hiding in plain sight. You do not work. You cannot. Working means exposure. You live off your savings. $800,000 is a lot. But it is finite. You calculate how long it will last. 7 years at your current burn rate. Then what? You do not think about then what. You are lonely. Profoundly lonely. You cannot make friends. Friends ask questions. You cannot answer questions. You exist in isolation. You learn Romanian slowly. Enough to get by. You eat at the same restaurant. The owner knows you. She calls you Michael. You nod. You see your indictment online. It is unsealed. Your real name. Your face. The charges. Conspiracy. Wire fraud. Extortion. Computer fraud. 127 counts. You are looking at 40 years. Maybe more. You will die in prison if they catch you. You think about turning yourself in. Cooperating like Phantom. You could get a deal. Maybe 10 years. You would be 40 when you get out. You could start over. You do not do it. You cannot do it. Snitching is unforgivable. Even thinking about it feels wrong. You meet an American expat. He is running from something too. He does not say what. You do not ask. You drink together. You play chess. You do not talk about the past. The friendship is shallow but necessary. Human contact keeps you sane. The expat is arrested. You see it happen. Police outside his building. He is extradited within a week. You realize Romania is not as safe as you thought. You move to Ukraine. Kiev. You start over again. New apartment. New identity. New isolation. You are 32 when the war starts. Russia invades Ukraine. The city is chaos. You could leave. You have money. You have fake documents. But leaving means airports. Airports mean scrutiny. You stay. You hide in a basement during shelling. You wonder if dying in a war is better than dying in prison. You help someone. A family fleeing. You give them money. You do not know why. Maybe you are trying to balance the scales. The hospital. The ransomware. The people you hurt. You help this family. It does not balance anything. But you do it anyway. Level 7. The arrested. You are 33 years old in handcuffs. You were caught leaving Ukraine. At the Polish border. Interpol flagged your passport. The fake one. They ran your biometrics. Your fingerprints. You are in custody. You are extradited to the United States. You land at Dulles Airport in shackles. You are in a detention center in Virginia. You are in solitary. High-risk prisoner. You see a lawyer. A public defender. He tells you that you are looking at life. 127 counts. The evidence is overwhelming. Phantom testified. They have chat logs. Blockchain analysis. Everything. You are offered a deal. Cooperate. Testify against Reaper and Null. They are still free. Give them up and you get 15 years. Do not cooperate and you get life. You think about it for 2 days. You take the deal. Survival over honor. You tell them everything. Every operation. Every vulnerability. Every Bitcoin wallet. You are a cooperating witness. A snitch. The word is heavy. It sits in your chest like a stone. You testify in court. You sit on the stand. You identify Reaper. His real name is David Chen. He is 31. He worked as a systems administrator. He stares at you. Hatred in his eyes. You do not look away. You answer the questions. You help convict him. He gets 25 years. You are sentenced. 15 years. Federal prison. You are 34. You will be 49 when you get out. Half your life gone. You are sent to a low-security facility. No violent offenders. Just white-collar criminals and hackers. You are among your kind. Level 8. The Inmate. You are 35 years old in a cell in Kentucky. You share the cell with another hacker. He ran a credit card fraud operation. He got 12 years. You talk about code. About exploits. About the mistakes you made. Operational security. Trust. The conversations are academic. Theoretical. You have nothing but time. You work in the prison library. You organize books. You help inmates with legal research. You make 14 cents an hour. The money is meaningless. You spend it on instant ramen from commissary. The ramen is currency. Everyone trades ramen. You are allowed supervised computer access. No internet. Just educational software. You learn new programming languages. Rust. Go. You write code on paper. You debug in your mind. You stay sharp. You have to stay sharp. Your mother visits once. The first year. She cries. She asks where she went wrong. You tell her it is not her fault. It is yours. She does not come back. You do not blame her. You write her letters. She does not respond. You are 40 years old. You have served 6 years. You have 9 left. The time moves slowly. Each day is identical. Wake. Breakfast. Work. Lunch. Yard time. Dinner. Lights out. Repeat. Forever. You are released early. Good behavior. Cooperation credit. You serve 11 years. You walk out at 45. You have $200 in your pocket. Gate money. You are a felon. A hacker. You are unhireable. Level 9. The ex-con. You are 45 years old in a halfway house in Newark. You share a room with 3 other men. Ex-cons, drug dealers. Thieves. You are the hacker. You are the curiosity. They ask what you did. You tell them. They do not understand. Computers are not real to them. Crime is physical. You are banned from computers. A condition of your release. No internet access. No smartphones. You have a flip phone. Calls and texts only. You feel like you are in the Stone Age. You work at a warehouse. Picking orders. Packing boxes. You make $13 an hour. Your manager is 23. He tells you to work faster. You nod. You work faster. You are 45 years old taking orders from a kid. You live with your parole officer's visits. Twice a month. Random drug tests. You do not do drugs. You never did. The tests are clean. The visits are humiliating. You report your job. Your address. Your activities. You are monitored. Always. You meet another ex-con. He is rebuilding his life. He works in construction. He goes to AA meetings. Not for alcohol. For structure. For community. He invites you. You go. You sit in a church basement and listen to people talk about addiction. Your addiction was not drugs. It was the work. The hack. The rush. You are allowed a computer. After 2 years. Supervised. No internet. You cry when you touch the keyboard. Muscle memory. The keys feel like home. You write code. Simple code. For yourself. No one else. You do not share it. You do not publish it. You just write. You date. A woman you meet at a coffee shop. She is divorced with 2 kids. She is kind. She does not ask about your past. Not at first. Eventually she does. You tell her the truth. You were in prison. For hacking. For extortion. She asks if you hurt anyone. You say no. You are lying. You hurt many people. Just not physically. She leaves. You understand. You are 50 years old. You have been out for 5 years. You are off parole. You are free. Technically. You are still a felon. You are still banned from most jobs. You still cannot vote. You are free in the narrowest sense. Level 10. The broken man. You are 52 years old working IT support for a small non-profit. They hired you knowing your background. They believe in second chances. You make $38,000 a year. You fix printers. You reset passwords. You install updates. You are qualified to design security systems. You are fixing printers. You live in a studio apartment in Queens. The rent is $1,400. You can barely afford it. You eat cheap. You do not go out. You have no friends. The other ex-cons moved on. They relapsed or they succeeded. You are stuck in the middle. You think about the 16-year-old in New Jersey. The kid downloading scripts. Calling himself a hacker. He wanted to be powerful. He wanted to be respected. He wanted to matter. You got powerful. You made millions. You were feared by corporations. You were hunted by the FBI. You mattered. And you lost everything. Your freedom. Your relationships. Your identity. You see news about hackers. Young kids doing what you did. Getting caught. Getting sentenced. You see yourself in them. The hunger. The arrogance. The certainty that they will not get caught. You want to warn them. You cannot. They would not listen. You did not listen. You are allowed on the internet now. Supervised at first. Now freely. You browse old forums. They are dead. Everyone moved to Discord. To Telegram. The handles you knew are gone. The scene moved on. You are a relic. You think about hacking again. Just once. Just to feel it. The rush. You could do it. You still have the skills. You open Kali Linux. You stare at the terminal. You type a command. You stop. You close the laptop. You cannot go back. The cost is too high. You are invited to speak at a conference. A cybersecurity conference. About your story. The rise and fall. You accept. You stand on stage. You tell your story. The audience is young. Hungry. They see a cautionary tale. They do not see themselves in it. No one ever does. You are asked if you regret it. You say yes. You regret hurting people. You regret the hospital, the journalist, the businesses. You do not say you regret the hack, the pure technical hack, the moment of breaking a system. You do not regret that. You miss that. You will always miss that. You are 55 years old. You work. You pay rent. You exist. You are not happy. You are not sad. You are empty. The hunger that drove you is gone. The skill is still there. But the drive is dead. You killed it. Or the prison killed it. Or the guilt killed it. You think about the kid in New Jersey. You wonder if you could talk to him. If you could warn him. Would he listen? Would you have listened? No. You would not have. The hunger was too strong. The certainty was too strong. You knew better than everyone. Until you did not. Until you were in handcuffs. Until you were in a cell. You are the cautionary tale. The warning. The example of what happens when you cross the line. When you mistake skill for invincibility. When you think the rules do not apply to you. They do. They always do. Somewhere in New Jersey, a 16-year-old sits in his bedroom. He downloads a tool. Look. He points it at his school's website. He clicks fire. The website goes down. He feels like a god. He tells his friends he is a hacker. He changes his Discord name to something edgy. He uses a Guy Fawkes mask as his profile picture. He is learning. He is hungry. He does not know about the bug bounties that will make him feel legitimate. The corporate job that will bore him. The grey hat work that will corrupt him. The black hat work that will destroy him. The prison. The loneliness. The empty life after. He does not know any of this. He is 16 and downloading scripts and certain that he is building toward something great. He will learn what you learned. One exploit at a time. One crime at a time. 1 year in a cell at a time. And the cycle continues. Until the next kid downloads Loic. Until the next kid thinks he is a god. Until the next kid learns that skill without wisdom is just a faster path to destruction. You were that kid. You are the warning he will not hear. And somewhere, the cycle is already beginning again.